Hello, hello, good afternoon, everyone. It is a beautiful Monday. I hope you're all having an amazing day, or at least making the best of the day that you were given, like some of us are also doing. But if you're here and you're watching now, number one, I thank you for tuning in to the 420 by 420 fundraiser. We've been going at it. This is week 2 of the fundraiser. And we made a small dent into what we're seeking. We're seeking 10K in contributions, literally 420 contributors to donate a minimum of $42. And that's going to get us closer to our land acquisition in upstate New York. And not just land acquisition, a resort. Yes. There is a resort in upstate New York that is already fully functioning, beautiful cabins right on a lake, lots of spaces for community, wellness retreats, a restaurant, bar, boating, just you name it. And we're right near Canada. So there's going to be a lot of cross country happenings when we get out there. So yes, we've already started those conversations. We're really looking forward to working with, again, local tourist organizations and experience providers in the area, in addition to bringing in partnerships all throughout New York State, as well as international partnerships. So if you're someone who is interested in tourism opportunities, and then also more specifically, cannabis tourism opportunities in the state of New York, please don't be a stranger. Please reach out. You can find me on LinkedIn at LinkedIn, whatever the address usually is, /Fame Noel. Pull me up, look me up. I would love to connect. So would the team. But yes, we're going to tell you a little bit of background about what it is that we're doing and why we're doing it. First thing I want to do, though, is I want to get plugged into Instagram until I figure out how to set up that key here on StreamYard. I will be doing this manually. All right, so give me 1 second. Get that set up. Think we're good. Hopefully we don't fall down. And then Instagram gets a different view, gets to see my bottom half. So you know how that goes when you're on Google Meet. May or may not be matching. So, just trying to keep it kosher. All right. Here we go. We are now also live on Instagram. So we are currently streaming on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn, if everything is operating correctly. But nevertheless, thank you guys for tuning in yet again for another day of the 420 by 420 fundraiser presented by Destination Elevated Resorts and Lifted Lodging. If you've been here for the ride, thank you so much. It has been a bumpy ride. You have seen us at our best and our worst through Destination Elevated and some of the content we're putting out as we traveled across the United States, not just across, but zigzagged up and down, and all of those adventures that came with it. So if you've been here since then, again, thank you. You're appreciated. If you're just getting here for the journey, you're in for a ride, no less. We're currently in the midst of our 420 by 420 fundraiser. We are looking to get 10K in contributions, okay? We can do it, y'all. We can get there. I believe in you. We've already raised $1,000 as of last week. We were $4,000 short of our target, but that's okay. City life. Street cleaners, we love that. And I'm not being sarcastic, thank goodness for the street cleaners in the city. Nevertheless, where did I leave off? we're doing the 420 by 420 fundraiser. We're looking for 420 contributors to donate a minimum of $42. And that, attaining those numbers right there is going to get us closer to our goal of signing the paperwork for the resort in upstate New York that we've been telling you all about. Again, the journey, for those of you who just got here, we're looking to acquire this resort. We've been looking into this for about a year now. So we're really excited about this property that we found, that we are looking forward to becoming land stewards of. Yes, ownership is involved and it's super important, but even more importantly is that, we look forward to receiving this land and honoring it in a way that our Indigenous ancestors would in so many ways. So we're excited to share a little bit about that with you all. Rochelle Sanchez was on here last week taking you through a little bit about regenerative agriculture and what those practices look like for our resort. Again, something we're really excited about implementing in our farm to table restaurant model. So of course, we're going to be growing our own things, but we're also going to be working with the local community, farming community, to bring you different experiences. We're going to be working with local as well as world-renowned chefs, definitely leaning into the cannabis market when it comes to that and the cannabis experiences. So if you are a chef, definitely please reach out. We are setting up partnerships and happy to have those discussions early on as we move forward with this venture. In addition to that, we're of course looking for product partnerships. So if you offer a product that you feel, would be a great fit for our luxury cannabis resort, please feel free to reach out. Please feel free to refer someone our way. Also important to note, y'all, before I get into the ins and outs of this resort, is that we are implementing a referral system for this fundraiser. So if you refer 10 people who make a minimum contribution of $42, then you will earn yourself a 1-day, 1-night stay on the resort when it reopens under our ownership. So that's super exciting. Additionally, for each additional $420 that you generate in contributions through your referral link, you'll receive an additional 1-day, 1-night stay. So you are essentially earning your vacation. You're earning your vacation days just by sharing our link and our information and just by believing in our mission. So if you were going to share the information anyway, this is an awesome way for you to start earning your stay with us. So beautiful. If you're interested in that, please hit us up. So this property in upstate New York. Again, if you've been following us from the beginning, I apologize for the redundancy, but Destination Elevated was before we added the resorts part on. It was a travel and continues to be a travel docuseries as well as resource for travelers of color, as well as the LGBTQ community. If you head over to our website, we actually keep a database of different groups, outdoors groups, wellness groups, campsites throughout the United States that are specifically owned and operated by people of color and the Latina community and the LGBTQ community. So you can support, again, tourism directly through accessing those different businesses that are registered or listed on our site. We also go out and cover those locations. I was on here the other day talking about, our very first stop that we covered, which was Worthen RV Park down in Worthen, Georgia. And, this was a Black-owned campground. And, our mission is and continues to be making outdoors and creating strategies for people of color to be able to access outdoor spaces, access wellness spaces. For a long time, even growing up as a Black woman, as a Black kid in Philadelphia, I didn't think that the outdoors were for me, right? And this whole notion of like decolonizing the outdoors when people were out camping and singing Kumbaya and, hiking and all of that stuff, was not seen as something that, my people did, people of color did. So I had a very rude awakening as I became an adult. And that awakening is something that has fueled this mission. Again, those of you who are outdoor and nature enthusiasts, that feeling that you first got, when you stepped out into those green spaces after living in cities for your entire life. And that feeling is something that I want other people to feel. And speaking of, there was this article that just popped up. I just seen it on Instagram. It was talking about how being out in the outdoor spaces, and again, I don't know the science behind this, okay? I'm just passing on information. It could be misinformation, but I think it's great misinformation if it is. But people who spend 3 days in the outdoors, green spaces, reportedly increase their, what do you call it? Your immune system, your ability to fight illness by 80% after being outdoors in green spaces. So I don't know how to test this out. I don't know how they tested it out, but hey, listen, I feel like there's definitely science behind the wellness aspect of being outdoors in nature. So I definitely want to look into that. Y'all should too. Nevertheless, outdoor spaces is something everyone should be able to access safely. And we wanted to identify destinations and groups that were inclusive of people of color and of the LGBTQ community. So that's how Destination Elevated got its start. So we literally hopped in our 38-foot travel trailer and zigzagged up and down the United States, and very questionable territory sometimes. But we definitely learned a lot while we were on the road. We got to experience the van life community as well, because we were literally out 24/7, in this RV trying to make it work. So being a part of that community, being a part of the RV community, just the travel community in general, we were able to gain a very unique, I think, and much needed perspective on travel, right? And making travel inclusive and how we would go about that. So this eventually rolled into us thinking about what we would envision as being a sanctuary for people in our community to come to and feel like this was their second home, right? When they traveled. And thus Destination Elevated Resorts was born. Around this time, while we were planning this resort/homesteading situation, because we definitely wanted to bring farming into the situation, I had a writing assignment to interview Lisa Lieberman of Lifted Lodging, who we are now partnered with, if you haven't gotten that memo. And through this interview, just everything she said, everything she was doing, Lisa, is aiming to provide safe consumption spaces for those who indulge in cannabis, right? And experiences, right? Which is a big part of what we're doing collectively, providing those alternative experiences within the community. So when I'm talking to Lisa, and then all of these light bulbs are going off, and then we have to talk. So we get off of the official interview, and we start chatting it up and come to realize that, hey, our visions are so intertwined, and let's talk about this. So we got to chatting. Long story short, we are now in partnership with Lifted Lodging to make this happen, to be able to bring this resort to fruition, because again, it takes a village. And that's why we are here asking for your support with the 420 by 420 Lifted Lodging Destination Elevated fundraiser. We are seeking 420 contributors to donate at a minimum of $42 each. And that is going to put us above our goal for fundraising for phase 1 of this resort acquisition, which again, I was talking a little bit earlier about, why this acquisition is important to our community, why it's important for us to have ownership in hospitality spaces and tourism spaces, right? Why everyone should feel included in these spaces as well. And we should hold other businesses in hospitality accountable for treating people of color, the LGBTQ community, with respect and dignity. So again, if you're not seeing the change you want to see, you got to build it yourself, right? So that's what we're doing here. We're building, and nothing was ever built without a team. Nothing was ever built without the community. I want to thank all of our early contributors, our flame keepers, our 420 contributors, so much for what you have done to fuel and kickstart this mission already. We have raised $1,000. Thank you so much. We are getting there slowly but surely, right? Our total goal is $10K. And again, we're asking for a minimum contribution of $42 to reach that goal. We currently have 10 out of 420 contributors. So we need to vamp this up, y'all. We need y'all sharing the mission. We need you, again, if you can't contribute, sharing is love as well. Also, I was talking a little bit earlier about how you can earn free days and nights at the resort when it opens without contributing $1. All you have to do is sign up for our referral program. And what happens is you fill out the application. It's super short. I think there's like 5 questions on it. We'll send you a referral link, and then you share that referral link. We'll also send you a toolkit of all of the information and promotions and graphics that you can share, again, to help you earn a lot easier. You don't have to come up with this stuff on your own. We have a toolkit ready for you to go to share with your audience, to share with your community, to share with your friends, as well as tips to help get you to your goal as well. All you would need to do is get 10 individuals referred who contributed a minimum of $42 each. And for each $420 in referrals that you earn, you will receive an additional 1-day, 1-night stay on the resort once it opens under our ownership. So exciting things, exciting ways to get involved, exciting ways to become a member again, and to support the community without having to actually spend yourself. So that's super dope. But for those of you who are opting to contribute, we thank you so much. Again, just to see the contributions come in, no matter how small or large, we sincerely appreciate it. The friends and family who have kickstarted this as well. If you're watching on YouTube right now, which I suggest y'all go over to YouTube and watch the stream, because we have like lots of little like pop-ups and tickers and things like that happening that you can't really see on Instagram until I figure it out. But nevertheless, I'm going to switch this banner now. I want to shout out our contributors. But first of all, I want to do our flame keepers. Our flame keepers are those who contributed early on, literally as early as last year when we first started putting out information about this. And we thank y'all so much. We have Brittany Powell, Daniel and Lourdes Sanchez, Selma Zine, Catherine Attaway Brown. Those were our early flame keepers, and we are so thankful for you. As far as our 420 by 420 campaign, which we're running right now, and we need your help to get us to the goal. We're looking for 420 contributors at a minimum of $42 each, and that's going to help us get to our goal, y'all. So if all you can do is share this video at this moment, share our campaign, we are sincerely and forever thankful and in debt to you. All of that is love. Now, real quick, I want to shout out our 420 contributors, which are now scrolling at the bottom of the screen. We're getting fancy here, y'all. Our 420 contributors are Veronica Castillo, Heather Almond, Stanley Hopkins, Jeff Palmer, Joshua Sanchez Jr., Alessandra Slayton, Joshua Sanchez Sr., Connie and Keith Neal, and Javier and Candice Rivera. Also, Michael Shapani. So thank you so much, our 420 contributors. Y'all, again, we cannot do this without you. This is a community effort. none of these things would ever be accomplished. No great thing would ever be accomplished without the support of the community, without the support of the team. And we are super thankful to have the team that we have been able to put together, including Lifted Lodging, Lisa Lieberman over there, as well as Foxhole Hospitality. Foxhole Hospitality is an award-winning hospitality company. They work for and with some of the big time players in hospitality, HG, things like that. So again, our team is here to make sure that when it's go time, it's go time. Please do not doubt the fact that we can accomplish. We're here having this conversation because of manifestation. Again, so many things have unfolded. The time is ticking though. Time is ticking. And that is of the urgency. You know, sometimes when you're presented with some things, you don't always have time to sit and think, whoa, can I do this? We're making it happen. And that's what we're about. And that's why we're here today, because we are making this resort happen. And we're not resting until it does. Because again, this is something that we have claimed. We have been claiming, and we're going to continue to claim until we're standing on this land, until we are stewards of this land, and until we are creating just wonderful experiences for the cannabis consumer, the way that we should be able to indulge and enjoy whenever we are in wellness settings, hospitality settings. Again, this is about you all. This is about creating an experience that unlike any other. And another aspect of this structure, if you will, is this is membership based. So you're going to be part of a club. You're going to be part of something exclusive. And what I love about this club is, yes, it is very exclusive, but also accessible. We have been able to implement different procedures that allow you to make payments on your membership, which is, you can look at it as putting down a deposit on your vacation for the next year, right? Ahead of time. So there's so many different ways for you to get involved with this without breaking the bank. Again, what the team is putting together for you program wise, restaurant wise, activity, the agritourism, it is just going to be an amazing experience. You're not going to want to leave the resort. When we had our visit a few months ago, we were literally there in the middle of a snowstorm. So there was snow, a little bit of snow. It was right after the snowstorm, I should say. And even then, it was just so beautiful and picturesque. And I say that to say that, you know, we not only look forward to providing, you know, those warm weather stays and activities, but we also look forward to developing our winter programming, which is going to be very, very beautiful. When we were there, and again, the resort is right on a lake, but when we were there, you know, we were able to see just the local community going across the lake on snowmobiles. It was just quite the sight. Also ice fishing, you know, that was my first time seeing ice fishing in person. So for those of you who like your cold weather activities, this is perfect for that. It's literally right on the border of Canada. Quick drive over, I think, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour, depending on where you want to go, like to hit Canada. But you can literally see it, you know, again, from our shores. So that was, again, quite the sight to see. And the cabins, in the summertime, a lot of marina activities. So, you know, if you have a boat, you're into boating. We're looking forward again to being able to work with members to be able to store their boats, you know, throughout the winter. And then also, we're looking forward to setting up our tourism partnerships, going across the lake, taking you all across the lake, over to Canada, sample their weed, come back, sample ours. It's just going to be such a great intertwining of cultures that's happening. So if this is something that you can see or envision yourself getting involved with. If this, whether it's contributing today to our 420 by 420 campaign, or maybe you are interested in getting involved in a deeper level. You would like to know about profit sharing opportunities. We would definitely love to be in touch, in contact. Shoot us a DM, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you're seeing this stream right now. And we can definitely set up a one-on-one to get those conversations rolling, which we want to do early on, of course, because we are definitely this close to the finish line. Our team is out there urging us, what's this, and which we love. They're snapping the fingers. Let's get this going. Want to take over by July. So as soon as July, again, we're hoping to be retaining ownership of this resort, and to start undergoing some changes aesthetically and program wise that, again, we have envisioned for our operations with destination elevated resorts and lifted lodging. So yes, this is a beautiful merging of not just companies, but of ideas and visions, and what we envision and what Lisa and the hospitality team has envisioned for this, again, is going to be so unique, something unlike anything else you've ever done before. And if you would like to become a member, you can do so at the $420 mark. So if you contribute $420 today, and again, we're only accepting so many members, you will be able to receive 1 day, 1 night stay on the resort, in addition to the membership with no fees. So again, if this is something you see yourself wanting to get involved with, we're looking to set this up as a community. It's not just like a one-stop shop. You're coming here annually. You're creating memories here year after year, planning family trips, planning friends trips, bachelorettes, whatever it is that you're celebrating, this is the place to do it at. Especially if you are a cannabis enthusiast. So again, key aspects of this resort: cannabis. Can't do that everywhere. Even though attitudes are changing in a lot of places, hospitality and tourism are the last to hit the mark. They're very traditional. So again, we are looking forward to providing alternative spaces where people can indulge, medicate, whatever your reason is for consuming the plant, that's your business, but you get to do it without judgment, without stigma, and without repercussions. And that's what we aim to provide, on this resort. Cannabis intersects so many different things, wellness, health, even. Like, wellness is one thing, and yes, health falls under that category. But again, just solely, some people use it literally for health, for physical ailments. And, for someone to want to travel and, to certain destinations and not be able to medicate they would, anywhere else, that's a travesty, but that is the world that we live in. So again, destigmatizing, decriminalizing, making sure that these attitudes around cannabis change. And, a big part of that is destigmatizing it on all levels, in all communities. So again, it is important for us to merge safe consumption spaces with the luxury tourism markets, to be able to provide those experiences and to show people like, hey, like, everyone indulges, because those stereotypes are still out there. Like, just because there are industries developing around the plant doesn't mean that the rest of the real world doesn't have to deal with the repercussions of what happened beforehand. Again, with the war on drugs, and then what is the aftermath of the war on drugs, and then also how policies and things are developing in government, locally, on the state level, and federal as well. So all of these things are still out here happening. Again, we're trying to provide a sanctuary where, if this is your thing, if this is your lifestyle, if it is something that is a part of your lifestyle, you have a place to come and call sanctuary. We invite event organizers and producers. Again, as an event organizer myself, I need a place to call sanctuary. It won't be this resort. I'm going to have to go somewhere else, but because I'm going to be working at this resort. But nevertheless, we all need that space. Community organizers, leaders, we all need a space like this. So we are truly looking forward to, again, creating that place where you all can call home, where you all can call sanctuary, and where you can all rebuild and regenerate yourselves for what's to come. Because again, these locations, I want to be very clear, like aren't the answer to what's happening in the world. However, we again need a space where we can regenerate ourselves to continue fighting whatever causes it is that you're fighting. Not to throw any politics into this, but we're all fighting some cause, small or large. Maybe you are fighting against the PTO president at your child's school. I don't know. And you're petitioning to get them removed because they're not acting in the best interest. Whatever your cause is, whatever your daily stressors are, I think we all can agree that cannabis is the intersection and where we are able to medicate, heal ourselves. And again, to be able to do that in a space where it is normalized on all levels is extremely important to us and extremely important to those who are involved with this project. So if that's you and you would like to get involved on a deeper level, again, even beyond contributions, we of course are seeking partnerships with these endeavors. So please do not hesitate to reach out. Don't be a stranger. For those of you just tuning in, we are literally smack dab in the middle. It's counting down of the 420 by 420 fundraiser with Destination Elevated and Lifted Lodging. We are looking for a total of 420 campaign contributors to donate a minimum of $42 to help us get to our goal of 10K. It's actually going to take us a little bit over, which is great because we got fees. So if you're out there doing the math, we need all of that. But we truly appreciate those who have already contributed. Again, we went over shouted out some of their names earlier. But again, we're sincerely looking forward to the journey. We are literally in the middle of the journey, have been with Destination Elevated. Again, those of you who have been following us for a while now, you've seen all of the ins and outs, all the dusty moments of our travels as we fought to survive on the road across the United States. And we were able to meet so many wonderful people, learn so much, again, about being mobile, about being part of the, quote unquote, van life community, just a different perspective on travel, and being able to bridge all of that in this project that we're working on, is very special to us because yes, this is going to be a luxury resort, but we're also going to make way for, again, those who live the van life lifestyle, right? Those who do travel. So it's important for us to, again, address the concerns of all of those communities. And I think we found a beautiful way to blend those things. And again, we're looking forward to doing that and building community with you all through this acquisition. For those of you who have not been to the website yet, that's okay. I'm going to tell you about it right now. It is destinationelevatedresorts.com. If you go there, you can see information on our project as well as how to contribute, information on our partners as well. We also have a YouTube through Destination Elevated. So if you're watching it, probably watching it on YouTube right now, but go hit the link in our bio if you're watching this on Instagram, and that'll take you to our YouTube where you can see our trailer for Destination Elevated. The show itself is underway, but you can check out the trailer for the travel documentary. We're really excited to start sharing tidbits of that with you. As you can imagine, we've been working hard on this resort acquisition and making sure everything's in place to be able to do this. And we're excited about adding this element of, acquiring destination elevated resorts into the travel docuseries. So, life is lifing right now, and it's all exciting things. So again, we're super excited for those of you who are taking the ride with us. Really quick, I'm going to go over some of the membership benefits. Again, this is the 420 by 420 fundraiser with destination elevated resorts and lifted lodging. And we are about 10 contributors in. We've reached our $1,000 mark, and we have 9,000 more to go. So with that being said, we need your help and the help of the community to get there. Listen, y'all are going to be seeing me every single day. You're going to be tired. One of these times you're going to be like, you know what? I'm just going to share, and I'm going to thank you forever for that. So if nothing else, share this, y'all. Again, amazing things, big things happen because of community support, not because of any one person's dream. We need the support of the community. It definitely and always will take a village to get things done. So we have our flame keepers who got us started. We have our early 420 by 420 contributors who are keeping that flame going, and we're trying to keep the momentum going. So if you're interested in getting involved, whether it's through investments or maybe you're looking to earn some days. So we just launched our referral program. And if you refer 10 people at a minimum of $42 per person, right? They contribute $42 each. That will earn you a 1-day, 1-night stay on the resort when it opens. So with that being said, I suggest you guys get in my DMs right now and ask for the information. Once I hop off of here, I'm going to make sure all of the information is in the details of the videos, no matter where it's shared. That way you guys can get signed up. But it's a very simple process. If you would like to sign up for the referral program, all you have to do is fill out our form super quick. It's 5 questions about that. I don't think anymore. And then once you complete that, I'll get a notification. Hey, this person wants to sign up. And what will happen is we will generate a referral link for you. That link is the key to your future earned days at the resort. Share that link everywhere. Tell your friends, tell your family, send it to people's DMs. Don't get flagged for spam. A little bit here and there is good. If you want guidance on how to share these things, we will also be providing a toolkit for you to make it super simple. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. We have graphics, we have captions for you. We have emails. If you have a mailing list that you think, your audience would be interested in what we're doing, and you want to partner in some type of capacity, please hit us up. But we have, again, docs ready to go for you to share with your community. And then, of course, we can talk about different ways to partner and how we can return that favor as well. Because, again, it's not all about receiving. It is about giving as well. If there is a way that you foresee us being able to work together or to partner, whether now or in the future, let's start those conversations. We don't want to wait until it's too late. But for those of you who have already contributed, again, thank you so much. This is the 420 by 420 fundraiser. Y'all don't get tired of me saying this. But we're looking forward to bringing on some other individuals this week who we're going to be interviewing. We're going to be bringing on some of our team members to talk about this project. Lisa Lieberman's coming on this week from Lifted Lodging. Hopefully a few others. So we're waiting for some confirmations, but nevertheless, again, we're looking forward to bringing some wonderful individuals who are really making a mark. And then also not just that, but making sure that inclusivity is the precedence when it comes to tourism spaces, when it comes to wellness spaces. So again, a shout out to some of our future guests. Could be you. Hit us up. All right. So yes, we hit the 1K mark out of our 10K, y'all. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I know the momentum's building. We need 9K more to reach our goal. If we did that in just a few days, imagine what we can do by 420, right? We're looking for 420 contributors to contribute at $42. That's it, $42 mark. And that will help get us to our goal of 10K. Is that an aggressive deadline? Maybe so, but I believe in our community. I believe in y'all who are watching right now. I know this is something that our community just needs in general, right? So again, if you're looking to invest in wellness spaces, if you're looking to invest in BIPOC travel spaces, and again, everyone's welcome. That's just what's important to me, right? That we have ownership in these hospitality spaces, but this is a space where everyone's welcome. We're just going to do the due diligence to ensure that, our LGBTQ family, our BIPOC family, again, feels included in everything that we're doing, is respected in everything that we're doing. So again, a big difference, I think, with a lot of the hospitality and tourism spaces that are out there. So again, we need more of these. We're not the first, we won't be the last, but we need more of these. And even more so important, we need more spaces that are flower friendly, again, so that we can continue our wellness regimen, so that we can medicate, so that we can incorporate cannabis into our outdoor activities, it's just a part of life. It's not just a lifestyle. I don't like to write it off as a lifestyle, but again, cannabis is how I get up in the morning sometimes when I'm not feeling myself. Cannabis is how I work through deadlines when I'm up up late working. It's how I get through my anxiety. I very much so am someone who deals with social anxiety. You probably would be like, no way, right? But again, cannabis. So again, I can't thank the plant enough. If again, this is something that resonates with you, if our project again is something that you see yourself getting involved with, no matter the level, I'm happy to have that conversation. I sent out some messages earlier, and I was happy to get some responses back about people who want to be involved on a investor level. So again, we're having those conversations early on. We're going to be scheduling an info session for the end of the month as well. So if you are not in the position to contribute, you've already shared, wonderful. Thank you so much. Make sure you get on our subscriber list. Make sure you sign up for our email list. That is going to keep you in the know about our progress, about opportunities in working with us. And, maybe you just want to know what's happening, and so that you can continue to join us virtually on our journey. That's the way to do it. So make sure you go to destinationelevatedresorts.com, sign up right there. The subscriber box should pop up, and we got you. We'll make sure you know everything that's happening. Again, for those of you who would like to earn a 1-day, 1-night stay, once we reopen, what you can do is sign up for our referral program. So our 420 by 420 referral program is super simple to sign up for. All you do is complete the app. It's about 5 questions. What's your name? What's your email address? How do we reach you? Things like that. Once you complete the form, within 24 hours, you're going to get a referral link. And that link will allow us to track your sales for the 420 by 420 campaign, or track your contributions, I should say, because we're not selling anything per se. So you share this link with your community, with your friends, with your family. And for every person who contributes up to $420, you will receive a 1-day, 1-night stay. So if you get, for example, 10 people to contribute at the $42 mark, and you earn $420 in contributions, that will go towards your 1-day, 1-night stay once we reopen. And for every time you do that, every $420 you reach, you'll earn an additional 1-day, 1-night stay, in addition to the membership that we are providing to our early contributors. So really quick, before we get off of here, I actually wanted to, there we go, cover some of our membership benefits. There we go. Taking a little bit longer. But one of the things that you will receive is, of course, public recognition. Right now, we're streaming on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and we had some of our early contributors and 420 contributors scrolling across the bottom earlier. Again, thank you. Later on, when we resort, we look to have something a little bit more permanent for you in the form of having like an actual plaque with your name on it. Again, for our early flame keepers who contribute at the $420 level. All right. You'll also receive an exclusive invitation to our soft opening event, which we're really excited about. That's going to be held prior to the grand opening, of course. And then you'll also receive discounts on event rentals at the resort, event and space rentals. You'll, of course, get the 1-day, 1-night stay. And then, of course, complimentary day passes for you and a friend for self-guided tours, right? You don't have to actually stay or book with us in order to enjoy the resort. As a member, you are able to access it in your travels or for the day. And then you'll also, this is a big one, be able to receive priority consideration for future investment and profit sharing opportunities. So again, if that is something that you're interested in, if you contribute at the $420 level, that locks you in for that first tier membership with us, where you'll receive all of those things. You won't have to wait long to actually claim this, to claim your 1-day and 1-night stay. We anticipate taking over resort operations July of 2026. So again, a very aggressive goal, which is why we need your support and the community support right now. If you're able to. And then again, support is not just monetary. That can, if you're interested in just sharing the link, sharing our information, if you would like to join our referral program, maybe you can't contribute yourself, but you feel like, hey, I have 10 friends or 10 people in my network who would want to contribute $42 to this, and that would earn you your 1-day, 1-night stay. So again, there's lots of ways you can get involved with this, and we appreciate all of the ways, whether it's monetary contributions or, again, just sharing our information with your audience. All of it works for us. This has been a wonderful journey for us, and continues to be. We are looking forward to keeping you all updated on what's happening. Again, we're going live literally every single day at 1 p.m. and at 7 p.m. Up until 420. We are seeking 420 contributors to contribute $42. $42, y'all. That's it. 420 of y'all. We have like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people following in our network, right? So if 420 individuals contribute $42, that puts us over our 10K mark. So it's as simple as that. And our deadline for this is 420. We're trying to do this by 420. So the sooner the better. And remember, if you're watching this and you want to contribute, you're in the position to be able to do it, don't wait, because every contribution that comes in, it helps juice up what we're doing. It helps people see that, hey, people really are paying attention to this and want to see this happen. So I urge you to do that as soon as possible if that's something you're interested in. If you would like to have, again, a one-on-one call because you're interested in investing and what our tiers look like for that, we are happy to send you over an investor kit. Just again, comment your name on whatever stream you're watching this on, or comment your information, send us a DM. You can also fill out our contact form on our website. You can go to destinationelevatedresorts.com, and that will allow you to connect with us. If you're watching this on LinkedIn, shoot me a message right now, and I'll get to you as soon as I can. But again, thank y'all so much for those of you who have tuned in for the 420 by 420 Destination Elevated Resorts Lifted Lodging Fundraiser. We're going at it Again, we're just trying to keep up the momentum, and hopefully you guys are able to hang in there with us. Definitely tune in and look out for some announcements for some of the individuals we're going to be having on for the rest of the week. We're talking cannabis tourism, we're talking regenerative agriculture and farming, we're talking about BIPOC travel, we're talking about it all. So if this is something you want to talk about, also don't be shy. Hit me up, let me know you had something to say, and we'd be happy to have you on. So you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. I'll catch you tonight at 7 p.m. with Rochelle Sanchez, co-owner of Destination Elevated Resort, owner of Heavenly Herbs Workshop. That is our plant goddess of the project. So shout out to Rochelle Sanchez. She'll be on later talking her talk about regenerative agriculture and some of the other green things we'll be implementing into this project, again, to help make this sustainable, not just for us, but for the planet. So we look forward to having that conversation with you all. Have a beautiful afternoon.